The first signs came not with a bang, but with silence. Across Earth, communication networks flickered and died, one by one. GPS satellites stopped responding. Radio telescopes picked up nothing but static. For 12 hours, humanity held its breath, wondering if some massive solar flare had crippled their technology. Then they appeared. Massive ships, each one larger than the largest cities on Earth, emerged from what seemed like tears in the fabric of space itself. They moved with an eerie grace that defied their size, positioning themselves in a perfect geometric pattern around the planet. Their hulls were dark, almost crystalline, absorbing light rather than reflecting it. Dr. Sarah Chen stood at her observatory console, watching as her instruments struggled to make sense of the vessels above. 20 years of searching for extraterrestrial life hadn't prepared her for this moment. The ships defied every known law of physics, their mere presence challenging everything humanity thought they knew about space travel. Dr. Chen, her assistant, James, burst into the room, tablet in hand. "The president is about to make an announcement. They're saying we received a transmission." The broadcast began moments later. President Martinez, normally the picture of composure, looked shaken. "My fellow citizens of Earth," she began, "an hour ago, we received a message from the vessels in our orbit. They identify themselves as the Arcturus Collective, a federation of advanced civilizations. They have deemed Earth a threat to galactic stability and demand our immediate surrender." Sarah's blood ran cold. Humanity, a threat. They had barely taken their first steps into space. The claim made no sense. But in secure facilities around the world, a select group of individuals exchanged knowing glances. General David Harrison, commander of a supposedly defunct military base in Nevada, pressed his palm against a hidden scanner. Deep underground, ancient machinery hummed to life. In the Indian Ocean, Dr. Priya Patel received an alert on a quantum-encrypted channel. She smiled grimly as she initiated startup sequences that had waited decades for this moment. Similar scenes played out in secret locations across the globe. The aliens had made one critical mistake in their assessment of Earth. They had assumed humanity's visible technology represented the extent of their capabilities. They hadn't detected the network of advanced defense systems hidden beneath the surface of human civilization, developed in absolute secrecy over generations. Project Sentinel, humanity's insurance policy against hostile first contact, had been preparing for this day for over a century. The project originated in 1908, when something crashed in Tunguska, Russia. Among the debris, scientists found a warning. Humanity was not alone, and not all alien civilizations would come in peace. As the alien ships maintained their position, demanding Earth's response within 24 hours, humanity's hidden defenders moved into position. In deep underground bunkers, quantum computers that had been running simulations for decades calculated response strategies. Orbital platforms disguised as space debris powered up weapon systems that incorporated technology reverse-engineered from multiple crashed alien crafts over the years. Sarah Chen, who had dedicated her life to searching for alien life, had no idea that her own government had been keeping evidence of its secret for generations. But as she studied the alien ship's energy signatures, she noticed something odd. Their power output fluctuated in patterns that seemed familiar somehow. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., President Martinez continued her address, buying time as Sentinel's forces mobilized. "We request a dialogue with the Arcturus Collective," she announced. Surely there must be some misunderstanding about humanity's intentions. The alien response was immediate and dismissive. A holographic image appeared in skies worldwide. A tall, ethereal being with crystalline features. "There is no misunderstanding," it stated. "We have observed your species for decades. Your potential for violence, combined with your rapid technological advancement, makes you too dangerous to leave unchecked. Submit to quarantine and control, or face elimination." In his underground command center, General Harrison watched the exchange with growing certainty. The aliens' behavior matched exactly with the predictions made by Project Sentinel's architects. They would try to isolate humanity, contain them, study them, and eventually exploit them. What the Arcturus Collective didn't know was that humanity had been preparing for this moment since before the first atomic bomb. The Tunguska warning had set in motion a chain of events that would now bear fruit. While the world's governments publicly pursued space exploration through organizations like NASA, a shadow program had developed defenses that would seem impossible for Earth's apparent level of technology. Sarah Chen's instruments suddenly detected new energy signatures, but these weren't coming from the alien ships. All around the planet, hidden facilities were activating. The real first contact was about to begin, and it wouldn't go anything like the Arcturus Collective expected. As the 24-hour deadline approached, humanity appeared to be scrambling in panic. But beneath the surface, ancient gears were turning. Project Sentinel was about to reveal that humanity's greatest strength wasn't their technology. It was their ability to prepare for the worst while hoping for the best. The aliens thought they were dealing with a primitive civilization that had barely reached their moon. They were about to learn just how wrong they were. As the world's population watched their screens in terror, Project Sentinel's command centers hummed with activity. Deep beneath the Nevada desert, General Harrison stood before a holographic display showing the positions of the Arcturus Collective ships. Around him, officers and scientists who had spent their entire careers preparing for this moment worked with practiced precision. Phase 1 initialization complete, announced Dr. Maya Rodriguez, her fingers dancing across quantum interface controls. She had been recruited into Project Sentinel 20 years ago, after discovering anomalies in ancient geological formations that suggested previous alien visits to Earth. All dormant satellites are online. What appeared to be defunct weather satellites and space debris suddenly activated, revealing sophisticated sensor arrays and defense systems that had been hiding in plain sight for decades. The aliens had scanned Earth's orbit countless times, but Project Sentinel's technology possessed stealth capabilities that made their true nature undetectable. In the Indian Ocean facility, Dr. Priya Patel monitored energy readings from the alien fleet. Their shield harmonics matched the Tunguska predictions. She reported through the secure quantum network. The crash wasn't an accident. It was a warning shot from someone else. The truth about Project Sentinel was far stranger than even its own operatives had known. The Tunguska event hadn't just provided a warning. It had delivered precise technical specifications for defending against specific types of alien technology. Someone, or something, had wanted humanity to be prepared. At her observatory, Sarah Chen noticed more anomalies in the alien ship's energy signatures. The patterns weren't just familiar. They were identical to theoretical models she developed years ago. Models that had been dismissed by the scientific community as impossible. She didn't know it, but her incorrect theories had actually been carefully planted breadcrumbs, guiding civilian science toward discoveries that would be needed for this moment. The Arcturus Collective's ultimatum continued to echo across Earth's communications channels. Their crystalline ships maintained their threatening positions, their weapons primed. They expected submission. Instead, they were about to witness the activation of Project Sentinel's hidden protocol. General Harrison initiated the sequence that would reveal humanity's true capabilities. All stations, commence protocol awakening. Authorization code, Tunguska Dawn. Across the planet, hidden installations began to transform. In the Sahara Desert, miles of sand shifted as ancient machinery awakened. Beneath the Antarctic ice, thermal generators that had been running for decades powered up to full capacity. In the Mariana Trench, structures disguised as natural formations revealed their true nature. The hidden protocol wasn't just a defensive plan. It was a complete alternate technological infrastructure that had developed parallel to human civilization's public face. While the world watched rockets burn chemical fuel to reach orbit, Project Sentinel had perfected gravity manipulation. While universities debated the possibility of quantum computing, hidden facilities were using them to predict and prepare for this exact scenario. Dr. Rodriguez's screens lit up with confirmation signals. All sites report ready. General. The grid is online. The quantum network that connected Project Sentinel's facilities was humanity's greatest secret. Based on principles discovered in the Tunguska wreckage, it allowed instantaneous communication and coordination between all of Earth's hidden defenses. More importantly, it was completely invisible to the alien fleet's scanning technology. President Martinez continued to broadcast messages of peace and diplomacy to the Arcturus Collective, but her real attention was focused on the secure briefing being streamed to her hidden bunker. The hidden protocol was proceeding exactly as designed, decades of preparation finally bearing fruit. In orbit, the alien ships detected no change in Earth's status. Their scans showed the same primitive satellite network, the same vulnerable power grids, the same defenseless cities. But beneath that veneer of vulnerability, humanity's real technology was awakening. Dr. Patel's team had completed their analysis of the alien fleet's capabilities. Their technology is advanced, she reported, but predictable. They haven't deviated from the Tunguska projections in any significant way. They have no idea what's coming. The truth was, humanity had been fighting a secret war for over a century, not against aliens, but against their own nature. The urge to use their hidden technologies to advance civilization had been tremendous. But Project Sentinel's founders had understood the importance of patience. They had waited, watched, and prepared. Now, as the deadline for humanity's surrender approached, General Harrison gave the order that would change everything. Initiate Phase 2. Show them what humanity has been hiding. Sarah Chen's instruments suddenly detected massive energy spikes across the globe. The hidden infrastructure was revealing itself, and the Arcturus Collective was about to learn that their assessment of Earth's technological capabilities had been dangerously wrong. The real first contact was about to begin, and humanity was ready. The hidden protocol wasn't just a defense plan. It was the revelation of a civilization that had matured in secret, guided by warnings from the future, preparing for this exact moment. As Project Sentinel systems came online, the aliens were about to discover that humanity's greatest deception hadn't been hiding their technology. It had been hiding their potential. The Arcturus Collective ships hung in Earth's orbit like dark stars, their crystalline surfaces absorbing light. Inside their command vessel, the alien leaders watched with growing confusion as their sensors detected unprecedented energy signatures emanating from the planet below. What they had dismissed as a primitive civilization was transforming before their eyes. The first sign that something was wrong came when their scanners suddenly went dark. Not damaged or jammed, simply unable to penetrate Earth's atmosphere. The Collective's supreme commander, a being of pure crystalline energy named Zorax, felt something unfamiliar. Doubt. Impossible, Zorax transmitted to the fleet. Their technology was centuries behind ours. We monitored them for decades. On Earth, Project Sentinel's true power was revealing itself. The quantum network that connected their hidden facilities pulsed with energy as centuries of preparation came to fruition. In the Nevada Command Center, General Harrison watched as humanity's hidden capabilities emerged from dormancy. All shield generators online, Dr. Rodriguez reported, her voice steady despite the historic moment. Atmospheric defense grid at full power. They can no longer scan our surface. The alien ships attempted to reposition, seeking better angles for their sensors. But Earth's atmosphere had become opaque to their technology, protected by fields based on principles the Collective had never encountered. What they didn't know was that humanity hadn't invented these defenses. They had inherited them from whoever had sent the Tunguska warning. Sarah Chen, still at her observatory, watched in amazement as new structures seemed to grow from the Earth itself. What looked like mountains transformed into massive energy projection facilities. The ocean's surface rippled as hidden installations rose from the depths. Everything she thought she knew about human technological capabilities was being rewritten. In the Indian Ocean facility, Dr. Patel monitored the aliens' reactions. They're charging weapons, she announced over the quantum network. but their energy signatures are exactly what the Tunguska data predicted, initiating countermeasures. The Collective's first attack came as a barrage of energy weapons, designed to overwhelm any primitive defenses Earth might possess. But as the beams approached Earth's atmosphere, something unprecedented happened. The attacks didn't just fail. They were absorbed, redirected, and transformed. Project Sentinel's most crucial secret wasn't its hidden technology. It was understanding that energy could never be destroyed, only changed. The alien weapons fire was captured by invisible fields and channeled into Earth's new defense grid, strengthening it further. Zorax watched in disbelief as Earth's defenses not only withstood their attack but grew stronger. This is not possible, the crystalline being transmitted to his fleet. Their civilization showed no signs of such capability. That was when humanity revealed their next surprise. From hidden silos across the planet, vessels began to emerge, ships that matched the Collectives in size, but bore designs unlike anything they had seen before. These weren't copies of alien technology. They were something entirely new, born from the marriage of human innovation and the Tunguska gift. General Harrison's voice echoed through the quantum network. Launch the Guardian fleet. Show them what humanity has been building all these years. Earth's hidden ships rose into orbit, their hulls shimmering with energy fields that made the Collective's technology seem crude by comparison. These vessels represented generations of secret development, combining the warnings from Tunguska with humanity's unique approach to problem-solving. Dr. Rodriguez monitored the launch from her station. Guardian fleet reporting ready. All systems nominal. The Collective's sensors can't even detect how our drives work. The alien ships attempted to engage Earth's vessels, but their weapons found no purchase. The Guardian fleet moved with impossible grace, using principles of space-time manipulation that the Collective had never mastered. Each human ship was a testament to centuries of hidden preparation. In Washington, President Martinez received word that the Hidden Protocol's military phase was ready. With quiet authority, she authorized the next step. Show them who we really are. The Guardian fleet took up formation around Earth, their positions forming a perfect geometric pattern that mirrored but dwarfed the Collective's arrangement. From these ships emanated a signal, not a demand for surrender, but an invitation for dialogue. Sarah Chen, whose instruments could now detect things she had never dreamed possible, realized what made Earth's ships different. They weren't powered by conventional energy or even exotic matter. They ran on principles that seemed to defy physics itself, channeling power from the fabric of space-time. The Arcturus Collective faced a choice. Their assumption about Earth's primitive nature had been catastrophically wrong. The civilization they had come to subjugate was in fact far more advanced in some ways than their own. But even more concerning was the question that now burned in Zorax's crystalline consciousness: who had helped humanity prepare for this moment, and why? As the Guardian fleet held position, humanity's message was clear. They were not the primitive species the Collective had expected to find. They were something far more interesting, a civilization that had hidden its light, waiting for the right moment to reveal its true nature. The tide hadn't just turned. It had revealed an entirely new ocean of possibilities. Earth wasn't seeking revenge or domination. Instead, they offered something the Collective had never expected: the chance to learn from each other. But first, the aliens would have to acknowledge a hard truth. They had completely misunderstood what humanity was capable of. While Earth's Guardian fleet held the Arcturus Collective at bay, deep within the Nevada Command Center, Dr. Rodriguez made a chilling discovery. The quantum network had begun picking up distortions in spacetime, massive ripples coming from the edge of the solar system. These weren't natural phenomena. They matched exactly with the most terrifying predictions from the Tunguska data. "General Harrison," she called out, her voice tense. "The void signatures are appearing, exactly as the warning said they would." The general's face darkened. This was the moment Project Sentinel had truly been preparing for. The Arcturus Collective wasn't the real threat. They were merely the harbinger of something far worse. In orbit, both human and alien vessels detected the approaching anomalies. Supreme Commander Zorax's crystalline form pulsed with recognition and fear. The collective had seen these signs before, on worlds that no longer existed. Through the quantum network, Earth broadcast a message to the collective's fleet. "Your arrival wasn't a coincidence," General Harrison transmitted. "You were drawn here, just as they predicted you would be. We need to talk." For the first time, the collective realized they might have fundamentally misunderstood the situation. The humans weren't just surprisingly advanced. They were prepared. Prepared for something that had haunted the collective's deepest fears for millennia. In the Indian Ocean facility, Dr. Patel's instruments were recording unprecedented gravitational distortions. "The void rifts are forming faster than the Tunguska models predicted," she reported. "We have hours, not days." President Martinez authorized the release of humanity's final secret. In a secure transmission to both fleets, she revealed the complete Tunguska message. "They are the Void Hunters. They feed on civilizations in conflict. Your arrival was prophesied, not as our end, but as the beginning of the only alliance that can stop them." Sarah Chen, watching from her observatory, saw space itself beginning to tear. Through the rifts came darkness deeper than the space between stars, living darkness that consumed light itself. The Void Hunters weren't just aliens. They were cosmic parasites that had evolved to feed on intelligent life and the energy of their conflicts. In the collective's command ship, Zorax received a data packet from Earth, the complete Tunguska archives. As the crystalline being processed the information, everything became clear. The collective's arrival hadn't been about stopping Earth's development. They had been drawn here, guided by forces they didn't understand, to be in exactly this place at exactly this time. The Tunguska incident, Zorax transmitted to his fleet. It wasn't just a warning. It was a blueprint for survival, not just for humanity, but for all of us. The void rifts continued to grow, their edges writhing with impossible geometries. Dr. Rodriguez's quantum computers calculated their pattern. The Void Hunters were surrounding the solar system, preparing to feed on what they thought would be the energy of Earth's destruction. The Tunguska message was right, General Harrison announced to both fleets. "They're drawn to conflict between advanced civilizations. They feed on the energy of our wars, our destruction. That's why we hid our true capabilities. We weren't just preparing to defend against you. We were preparing to save you." The Guardian fleet and the collected ships faced the growing darkness together. Earth's hidden technology and the collective's advanced capabilities complemented each other in ways that seemed too perfect to be coincidence. The Tunguska warning hadn't just given humanity the tools to survive. It had given them the keys to unlock a power that could only exist when different civilizations worked together. Dr. Patel's sensors detected energy patterns unlike anything recorded before. The Void Hunters were massive, ancient, and hungry. They had consumed countless civilizations by manipulating them into conflict, then feeding on the aftermath. But they had never encountered a world that had been warned and prepared. "All Guardian fleet vessels, initiate protocol unity," General Harrison commanded. The human ships began to emit frequencies that resonated with the collective's crystalline technology. The Tunguska data had included specifications for this moment, the merging of two different approaches to cosmic power. Zorax understood now why Earth's technology had seemed so strange. It wasn't just advanced. It had been specifically designed to work in concert with the collective's own capabilities. Someone, somewhere in time, had known this moment would come and had prepared both civilizations for it. As the Void Hunters approached, humanity revealed their final surprise. The hidden facilities across Earth weren't just defensive installations. They were parts of a vast machine that could only be completed with the addition of the collective's crystalline technology. "This is what the Tunguska warning was preparing us for," President Martinez transmitted to both fleets. "Not just survival, but symbiosis. Apart, we're vulnerable. Together, we're something they've never encountered before." The darkness pressed closer, but Earth and the collective were no longer potential enemies. They were about to become something unprecedented, the first unified defense against an ancient evil that had plagued the galaxy for eons. The real war was about to begin, and humanity's greatest achievement wasn't their hidden technology. It was their ability to turn an enemy into an ally just in time to face the true threat. The void rifts had grown to enormous proportions, their writhing edges threatening to engulf the entire solar system. In Earth's orbit, the combined fleets of humanity and the Arcturus Collective moved into position. The Guardian fleet's sleek vessels aligned perfectly with the Collective's crystalline ships, forming patterns that pulsed with shared energy. Dr. Rodriguez's voice carried across the quantum network, steady despite the cosmic horror unfolding before them. Symbiosis protocols are active. The Collective's ships are successfully integrating with our grid. Within his crystalline form, Supreme Commander Zorax experienced something unprecedented, a direct neural link with Earth's quantum network. The sensation was overwhelming. Humanity's hidden knowledge flowing into the Collective's consciousness, while their own ancient wisdom merged with Earth's defenses. The Tunguska design is complete, Dr. Paddle reported from the Indian Ocean facility. All planetary installations are synchronized with the Collective's crystal matrix. We're ready. The Void Hunters emerged from their rifts, their true form finally revealed. They were vast beyond comprehension, bodies of living darkness that bent light and gravity around them. These were the galaxy's oldest predators, evolving over billions of years to feed on the energy of dying civilizations. But Earth was not dying, and the Arcturus Collective was no longer their enemy. General Harrison's command echoed across both fleets. Initiate the Unity Protocol. Show them what happens when they underestimate life's ability to adapt. Earth's surface transformed. The hidden installations that had waited for centuries activated in perfect synchronization with the Collective's crystalline technology. The planet itself began to glow with power that defied conventional physics. This was the true purpose of Project Sentinel, not just defense, but transcendence. Sarah Chen watched in awe as her instruments detected energy patterns that rewrote everything she thought she knew about physics. The combined power of Earth's quantum technology and the Collective's crystal matrix was creating something entirely new, a unified field that the Void Hunters had never encountered in all their eons of hunting. The first Void Hunter struck at Earth's defenses, expecting to feed on the energy of conflict. Instead, its attack was caught in the unified field, transformed, and redirected. The creature recoiled, experiencing fear for the first time in its ancient existence. The field is stable, Dr. Rodriguez reported. The Tunguska calculations were perfect. We're not just defending. We're rewriting the rules of their hunting grounds. The Void Hunters attacked en masse, their darkness spreading across space like spilled ink. But everywhere they struck, the combined human collective defense grid turned their own power against them. Each attack made the unified field stronger, transforming the very nature of space around Earth. President Martinez and Zorax issued a joint command. Activate the stellar resonance. Show them the true power of unity. The Guardian fleet and collective ships moved in perfect coordination, their combined technology creating corridors of transformed spacetime. The Void Hunters found themselves trapped in a battlefield that no longer obeyed the physics they had mastered over billions of years. Dr. Patel's sensors detected the change. The unified field is spreading. We're not just defending Earth, we're changing the fundamental nature of this region of space. They can't feed here anymore. The Void Hunters tried to retreat, but the unified field had already spread too far. In their long history of consuming civilizations, they had never encountered two species that could work together so perfectly. The Tunguska warning hadn't just saved humanity and the Collective. It had created the first weapon that could actually hurt these ancient predators. All vessels, full power to the resonance field, General Harrison commanded. The combined fleets pulsed with energy, their unified technology creating waves of transformation that swept through space. The Void Hunters' darkness began to dissolve, their ancient forms unable to maintain cohesion in the changed physics of the battlefield. Sarah Chen's observatory recorded the impossible. The Void Hunters were not just being driven away. They were being fundamentally altered. The unified field was changing them at the quantum level, transforming their hunger into something else entirely. The last Void Hunter tried to tear open a new rift, but the laws of physics no longer supported their ancient methods. The combined power of human ingenuity and collective wisdom had changed the game forever. Space itself had been transformed into a realm where their kind of predation was impossible. As the final traces of darkness faded from the solar system, Zorax transmitted to all. In all our history, we never imagined this was possible. We came to contain humanity, but they had already contained something far worse. We owe Earth not just an apology, but our gratitude. The Tunguska warning had done more than save Earth. It had created a legacy that would reshape the galaxy. The unified field continued to spread, creating a growing region of space where different species could exist together without fear of the ancient hunters. President Martinez addressed both fleets. This is humanity's gift to the galaxy. Not conquest, not submission, but transformation. We didn't just survive the Void Hunters. Together, we changed the nature of space itself to make their predation impossible. As the Guardian fleet and collective ships maintained their unified formation, Dr. Rodriguez made one final discovery. The quantum network was receiving new signals, calls for help from other civilizations that had lived in fear of the Void Hunters for millennia. Humanity's first steps into the galactic community hadn't come through war or submission, but through the power to change the rules of the game entirely. The legacy of Earth would not be conquest or survival, but transformation. The ability to unite different species against a common threat and rewrite the very laws of space to create something new. The stars shone brighter in the transformed space around Earth, their light no longer at risk of being consumed by ancient darkness. Humanity and the collective had not just survived. They had created a new kind of cosmos, one where cooperation trumped predation, and unity was the strongest force of all.